Early Saturday morning, Fort Bend County deputies and emergency responders swarming this quiet cul-de-sac in Richmond. But no one knew what they were about to see inside this home along Corey Cornell Lane.
Been wondering all day, what was the reason for all this?
Deputies saying 5 people were shot and killed, including a child. The owner of this home telling me over the phone her daughter lives here. She and her grandchild are among those killed.
I don't know, that's just horrible to think that somebody could do that to a child, family member, makes no sense, senseless.
Deputies telling me the shooter is among one of the dead. Investigators calling this apparent domestic violence.
They were real quiet, kept to themselves, nothing out of the ordinary.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what one, a blessed and wonderful Monday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We are going to talk about that video clip that you saw just before the On The Spot News Media intro. Now, as it relates to that fatal and very brutal knockings and clappings of those 5 persons, which include the shooter, of course, 4 of the 5 are said to be Jamaican born. Yeah, man. To include the knockis and clappies. Now it is said that it is some sort of family dispute gone wrong. The 3 adults are said to be from the parish of St. Anne, and the shooter is said to be from a place known as Woodstock. It is said that the adults are somewhere in their late 30s to mid 40s, and it is also stated that they migrated from Jamaica in the late 80s. So they have been in the United States of America for quite some time. Boy, may I tell you, my peeps, the thing rough. So this is a developing story, and On The Spot News Media will most definitely give you further updates as fresh information comes in. Now I just want to take the time out to say condolences to the bereaved families. Now 4 adults end up losing 3 points to include the shooter, so 3 was taken out by the shooter and also an 8-year-old child. We don't know what really go wrong, but something went terribly wrong. Hence, what happened. Now, still in the parish of St. Anne, just an update about a body that was found in that parish the other day. The police have identified the woman whose decomposed body was found in a house in K Valley in St. Anne on Friday. She has since been identified as 55-year-old Gwendolyn Thomas, said to be called Pamela. She is of a Bottom Cascade district address in Bombridge in the parish of St. Anne. Reports from the police suggest that sometime around 2:20 p.m., residents stumbled upon the body and summoned the police. On the arrival of the police, Gwendolyn Thomas' decomposing body was seen laying face down in a house. It is said that the scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue. The cause of her loss of life is presently unknown. Now, in the meantime, residents have expressed shock and dismay at the incident. Evelyn Downer, a resident of the area, stated that she hopes that Thomas was not murdered. She stated, and I quote, "It's just funny. say they found her body decomposing. That means she might have died sometime now. I pray that she was not murdered because this is not a violent community. She also stated that if someone had gone to check on her sooner, probably it wouldn't have reached the stage where her body was decomposing. It is just very awful to know that someone begins to rot after dying before they are found. End quote. Really sad indeed. But we are most definitely awaiting a post-mortem report. So because of the advanced stage of decomposition, the police couldn't really check the body fully to see if there was any marks of violence. But of course, the post-mortem report will most definitely say what took her life. Now over there in the parish of St. Elizabeth, this time I can safely say that the police them put on a decent spot of work. So some good news coming out of St. Elizabeth. 4 people, including a woman, have been taken into police custody after the police seized 2 illegal firearms and more than 100 rounds of ammunition during a major operation in St. Elizabeth today. The operation was conducted in the Pepper district. Now we are going to hear from the head of the St. Elizabeth Police Division, that's Acting Superintendent Coleridge Minto, as he weighs in on this latest find. Listen.
Early this morning, an intelligence-led operation was conducted at premises inside of Pepper District. Several houses were searched. The operation was conducted by Specialized Operation, supported by the K9 Division. At the end of the search, 4 persons were arrested, including 1 female. 2 firearms recovered, 1 9mm pistol, along with 38 9mm rounds, 1 Remington shotgun, along with 70 12-gauge cartridges. The operations will continue. The search is still ongoing at this time.
Now another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them. Yeah, man. Now over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, the Kingston Eastern Police have charged 2 men with possession and dealing in ganja after the seizure of a quantity of marijuana at the intersection of Bowling and Water Road. That is basically in the vicinity of what we call the General Penitentiary or the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. This took place on Friday, January 12. Now charged is a 42-year-old man identified as Sherman Tucker, said to be a barber, all the way from Damhead Crescent in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And his criminal accomplice, identified as 54-year-old Kenneth Bundy, is said to be of a Melbrook Heights address in Kingston 17. Now reports from the Elliston Road Police are that sometime around 10:50 p.m, a team was on patrol in the area when they saw a white Toyota Probox motor vehicle parked along the roadway. The occupants of the Probox were reportedly acting in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the police team, who basically accosted them and searched them. The police stated that when the vehicle was searched, 26 parcels containing vegetable matter resembling that of ganja was found. Based on investigation, it is believed that the men were attempting to smuggle the items into the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. The men were taken into police custody and subsequently charged for the narcotics. Their court date is being arraigned. Yeah, man. Another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them. And still in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, The Elliston Road Police have now arrested and charged a man in connection with the brutal slaying of this 31-year-old nursing student identified as Kimberly Jones in January of last year. Now, the criminal element who got charged for that brutal knockings and clappings has since been identified as 34-year-old Navardo Roberts, but he is popularly known in the criminal underworld as Beez, said to be a so-called construction worker off Victory Street in Kingston 16. More of a destruction worker. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. Now, for those who don't remember, let me jog your memory because I covered this one extensively. Now, reports from the police is that Kimberly Jones was walking along the roadway in January of last year when Roberts and another man reportedly pounced upon her and opened gunfire, hitting her over the upper body. It is said that she was taken to the hospital where she succumbed to injuries. Investigations later led to the arrest of Roberts. He was subsequently charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. His court date is yet to be finalized. Yeah, man. So boy, the police them definitely are putting in some work and most definitely getting some of these criminal elements, the old dirty kind of boy them, off the streets of Jamaica. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.